Nobody teaches us how to love ourselves. From a young age, we learn how to please others. We learn how to fit in, how to avoid rejection, how to make people happy. But very few people teach us how to respect our own needs, how to protect our peace, how to value ourselves even when nobody else does. The result is a life where we constantly seek validation from people who may never give it. Real self-love begins when you stop asking others for permission to feel worthy. Let's talk about how to build that kind of love from the inside. Today, I will show you 5 powerful lessons that will help you love yourself more than anyone else. Comment, I choose myself. Number 1. Stop seeking approval. One of the biggest reasons people struggle with self-love is because they depend on approval. Most men never realize how much of their life is built around trying to be accepted by people who are not even thinking about them. They change what they want to say because they are afraid someone will disagree. They stay in situations that drain them because they are afraid of being disliked. They tolerate disrespect because they are afraid of being left behind. And over time, something dangerous happens. They slowly lose contact with who they really are. The tragedy is not that someone rejects your opinion. The tragedy is that you reject your own opinion before anyone else gets the chance. Think about how many decisions you make every day. How many of those decisions are truly yours? How many are based on what your friends expect, what your family expects, what social media expects, or what a partner expects? How many dreams have you delayed because you worried about what people would think? How many goals sit untouched because you fear looking foolish if you fail? This is where self-love begins. It begins when you stop living as a performer and start living as the author of your own life. Most men spend years trying to win approval, believing that once enough people respect them, they will finally respect themselves. But life keeps teaching the same lesson. Approval is never enough. You can get praise today and criticism tomorrow. You can be celebrated in one room and judged in the next. If your confidence depends on the opinions of others, then your confidence belongs to others. And anything that belongs to others can be taken away. This is why strong men learn to build their worth from the inside. They understand a simple principle. You control your actions. You control your effort. You control your standards. You do not control what people think about you. Once you truly accept this, an enormous weight leaves your shoulders. Imagine a man who starts a business. His friends tell him it will never work. His family doubts him. People laugh behind his back. Most men quit because they cannot handle disapproval, but another man keeps going. Not because he knows he will succeed, but because he knows his path is not determined by public opinion. Years later, the same people who doubted him ask him how he did it. What changed? His circumstances changed, but his mindset changed first. He stopped asking for permission to pursue what mattered. The same principle applies to every part of life. Some men spend years trying to convince others that they are worthy, trying to prove they are good enough, trying to earn validation that never fully satisfies them. Yet the moment they stop chasing approval and start building themselves, everything begins to shift. Their posture changes. Their decisions become clearer. Their standards become stronger. Their life gains direction. Here is something worth thinking about. What would you do if nobody could judge you? What goals would you pursue? What habits would you build? What relationships would you leave behind? What version of yourself would finally emerge? The answer to those questions often reveals the life you secretly want. And the reason this matters is because every day you delay that life, you are trading your future for temporary comfort. Start small. Write down 3 decisions you have been avoiding because of fear of judgment. Then take one step toward each of them. Not next month, not next year. Today, build the habit of respecting your own judgment. Trust yourself enough to act. Because the man who learns to stop seeking approval discovers something powerful. The freedom he was searching for was never in other people's acceptance. It was hidden inside his willingness to accept himself. And what happens when a man finally reaches that point is something most people never experience. He stops being controlled by praise. He stops being controlled by criticism. He starts moving with certainty. And that certainty becomes the foundation for every transformation that follows. Number 2, protect your energy. Your energy is one of your most valuable resources, yet most men give it away without even realizing it. They wake up tired, not because they worked too hard, but because they are carrying things they were never meant to carry. They carry old arguments, old disappointments, other people's expectations, other people's problems, other people's opinions, and then they wonder why they have nothing left for themselves. The truth is that every day, your attention is being pulled in 100 different directions. People want your time, your focus, your emotions, your effort. And if you do not learn to protect these things, life will gladly consume them. Many men think strength means saying yes to everything, being available to everyone, solving everyone's problems, carrying everyone's burdens. But real strength often looks very different. Real strength means knowing what deserves your energy and what does not. It means recognizing when a relationship consistently leaves you exhausted. It means recognizing when a conversation is leading nowhere. It means recognizing when someone repeatedly takes from your life without contributing anything positive in return. Consider how many hours are lost every week worrying about things outside your control. How many nights are spent replaying conversations? How many mornings begin with stress about problems that may never even happen? This is not a small issue. This is your life. Every minute spent feeding unnecessary worry is a minute that could have been invested into growth, health, purpose, or peace. Strong men understand that energy flows where attention goes. If your attention constantly focuses on problems, your life becomes smaller. If your attention focuses on growth, your life expands. Think about a man who wants to improve his life. He buys books. He sets goals. He creates plans. Yet every evening he spends hours scrolling through negativity, arguing online, comparing himself to strangers, and absorbing endless distractions. Then he wonders why nothing changes. The answer is simple. His energy is leaking everywhere. He is trying to move forward while leaving the door open to everything that pulls him backward. This is why boundaries matter. Boundaries are not walls designed to keep people out. They are filters designed to protect what matters most. A man who values himself understands that every yes is also a no. Every hour spent on something unnecessary is an hour taken from something meaningful. Every ounce of energy wasted on drama is energy that cannot be invested into growth. Start asking yourself better questions. Does this relationship help me grow? Does this habit improve my future? Does this conversation deserve my attention? Does this problem actually belong to me? These questions seem simple, but they can completely change the direction of your life. Most men never realize how powerful their life becomes when they stop reacting to everything. They stop chasing distractions. They stop carrying burdens that do not belong to them. They stop allowing every outside event to determine their inner state. Instead, they focus on what they can control: their actions, their habits, their effort, their character. And slowly, their life begins to transform. Their mind becomes clearer, their confidence becomes stronger, their purpose becomes sharper. The world does not suddenly become easier. What changes is their ability to move through it with discipline and intention. And here is the question that should stay with you. If your energy determines the quality of your life, why keep giving it away so cheaply? The answer to that question may reveal exactly why you are where you are today. More importantly, it may reveal the first step toward becoming the person you were always capable of becoming. Number 3, keep promises to yourself. Many men trust strangers more than they trust themselves, and the reason is uncomfortable to admit, because it has nothing to do with intelligence, talent, luck, or opportunity, and everything to do with consistency. Every time you tell yourself you're going to wake up early and then hit snooze, you send yourself a message. Every time you tell yourself you're going to start exercising next week and then delay it again, you send yourself a message. Every time you say you are done tolerating situations that drain your peace and then return to them anyway, you send yourself a message. The message is simple. My word does not matter, and that message slowly becomes your identity. This is why so many men struggle with confidence. They think confidence comes from motivation. It does not. Confidence comes from evidence. Confidence comes from proving to yourself over and over again that when you say you're going to do something, you do it. Think about the strongest person you know. Chances are it is not someone who talks the most. It is someone who follows through, someone whose actions and words match, someone who can be counted on. Now, ask yourself a difficult question. Can you count on yourself? Can you trust yourself to keep your commitments when nobody is watching? Can you trust yourself to continue when the excitement disappears and the work becomes boring? This is where real self-love begins. Not in positive affirmations, not in empty motivational quotes. It begins when you become a man who keeps his word. Life changes when you understand this principle, because suddenly every small action matters. Making your bed matters. Showing up to the gym matters. Reading 10 pages matters. Saving money matters. Going to sleep on time matters. These actions seem insignificant on their own, yet they are building something far more important than results. They are building self-respect. Imagine two men. Both want a better life. Both have similar opportunities. Both have similar challenges. One waits until he feels motivated. The other acts regardless of how he feels. 5 years later, their lives look completely different. Why? Because one built a habit of keeping promises, while the other built a habit of breaking them. One trusted himself. The other did not. And here is the uncomfortable truth most men avoid. The gap between who you are and who you want to become is often nothing more than broken promises repeated over time. The solution is not complicated. Start small. Write down 3 promises you can keep every single day. Make them simple enough that failure becomes difficult. Read 10 pages. Walk for 20 minutes. Save a small amount of money. Then keep those promises for 30 days. Do not negotiate with yourself. Do not create excuses. Do not wait for the perfect mood. Act. Because every time you follow through, you place another brick in the foundation of your character. Over time, something remarkable happens. You stop doubting yourself. You stop questioning whether you are capable. You stop looking outside yourself for strength because you have built proof inside yourself. And the man who learns to trust himself becomes difficult to stop because he no longer depends on temporary motivation. He depends on discipline. He depends on standards. He depends on a reputation he has built with himself. That reputation becomes one of the most valuable assets he owns. And as we move into the next lesson, you are going to discover why one hidden habit destroys that reputation faster than almost anything else, and why letting go of it may completely change the direction of your life. And if you're serious about becoming the kind of man who trusts himself completely, the Stoic Relationship Blueprint ebook for men is linked in the comments and filled with timeless Stoic principles you can return to whenever life tests your discipline, your standards, or your self-respect. And because it is yours for life, this wisdom never leaves your side. It's now also available in audiobook format, so you can absorb these life-changing lessons while taking a walk, jogging, training, or driving. And for those who want to go even deeper, the Stoic Relationship Blueprint course for men is launching in the coming weeks with a complete step-by-step system for applying these principles to your life and relationships. So comment Blueprint if you want early access and start building the version of yourself you'll be proud of for years to come. Number 4. Forgive yourself. Many men carry invisible weight for years without realizing how much it is slowing them down. They carry old mistakes, old regrets, old failures, old decisions they wish they could take back. On the surface, they appear fine. They go to work, they smile, they handle responsibilities. But underneath, there is a constant voice reminding them of everything they did wrong. That voice becomes so familiar that they stop questioning it. They begin to believe they deserve it. Yet there is something you need to understand. Guilt can teach a lesson, but living inside guilt teaches nothing. If you keep punishing yourself for the same mistake long after the lesson has been learned, you are no longer growing. You are simply suffering. Think about how many men define themselves by their lowest moments. One failed business becomes proof they are not capable. One bad relationship becomes proof they are not worthy. One poor decision becomes proof they are a failure. And without realizing it, they turn a chapter into the entire story. But life does not work that way. Every strong person you admire has made mistakes. Every successful person has failed. Every wise person has looked back and wished they handled certain situations differently. Growth is not about avoiding mistakes. Growth is about extracting wisdom from them and moving forward. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack every day. At first it seems manageable, then months pass, then years pass. Eventually you become so used to the weight that you forget what it feels like to walk freely. This is what happens when you refuse to forgive yourself. The past continues to drain energy from the present. And the worst part is that the people who hurt you may have moved on long ago, while you continue carrying the burden. Self-love requires courage, because forgiving yourself does not mean pretending nothing happened. It means accepting reality. It means accepting that you are human. It means understanding that growth often comes through mistakes rather than avoiding them. Here is a practical exercise. Take a piece of paper and write down 3 things you still blame yourself for. Then write down the lesson each experience taught you. Not the pain, the lesson. Because lessons create growth, while pain alone creates stagnation. Ask yourself this question. If a friend came to you carrying the same mistake, would you spend years attacking him for it? Or would you encourage him to learn from it and move forward? The answer reveals something important. Most men offer more compassion to strangers than they offer themselves, and that must change. You cannot build a strong future while constantly fighting your past. You cannot become the person you are meant to become while carrying every previous version of yourself on your back. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is understanding that the past has already taken enough from you. It does not deserve your future as well. Once you truly understand this, a new level of freedom begins to emerge. You stop looking backward. You start looking forward. You stop asking why something happened. You start asking what you can build next. And what comes next may be the most important lesson of all, because it determines the quality of every day you spend with yourself for the rest of your life. Number 5, become your best friend. The relationship you have with yourself is shaping your entire life, whether you realize it or not. Every decision, every goal, every challenge, every opportunity passes through the way you see yourself. Yet many men spend years speaking to themselves in a way they would never speak to anyone they care about. They criticize every mistake. They magnify every weakness. They focus on every flaw while ignoring every strength. And over time, this constant self-judgment becomes normal. Imagine having a friend who followed you around all day. Every time you made a mistake, he insulted you. Every time you failed, he reminded you of your past. Every time you tried something new, he told you it would not work. How long would you keep that person in your life? Probably not very long. Yet countless men allow that voice to live inside their minds every day. This is why becoming your own best friend is not some soft idea. It is a life-changing practice, because when you learn to support yourself, everything becomes easier to handle. Challenges become opportunities to learn, rather than evidence that you're not enough. Setbacks become temporary, rather than permanent. Failure becomes feedback, rather than identity. Think about a man who is trying to improve his life. He starts exercising, he starts reading, he starts building better habits. Then he misses a day. Immediately the inner critic appears. It tells him he has failed. It tells him he will never change. It tells him to quit. Another man misses the same day, but instead of attacking himself, he responds differently. He acknowledges the mistake, learns from it, and gets back on track. One continues progressing while the other gives up. The difference is not talent. The difference is self-relationship. Strong men are not perfect. They simply refuse to turn every setback into a reason to abandon themselves. Start paying attention to how you speak to yourself. When you make a mistake, notice your response. When you face difficulty, notice your response. When life becomes challenging, notice your response. Then begin changing that response intentionally. Replace harsh judgment with honest accountability. Replace self-hatred with self-respect. Replace destructive criticism with constructive action. This does not mean lowering your standards. It means creating an environment inside your mind that supports growth instead of sabotaging it. Here is a practical habit that can transform your life. At the end of each day, write down 3 things you did well, not because you are seeking praise, but because your mind naturally focuses on what is wrong. This exercise trains it to recognize progress. Over time, you begin seeing yourself differently. You begin noticing your effort, your growth, your resilience, and slowly, the relationship with yourself improves. Then something powerful happens. You stop desperately needing everyone else to believe in you, because you finally believe in yourself. You stop chasing validation because your worth is no longer up for debate. You stop abandoning yourself during difficult times because you have become your own source of strength. And when a man reaches that point, his life changes in ways that are difficult to describe. His confidence becomes quieter but stronger. His decisions become clearer. His standards become higher. Most importantly, he discovers a truth that many spend their entire lives searching for. The person who has the greatest impact on the quality of his life is not someone he is trying to impress. It is the person he sees every single day, himself. Everything changes when you stop searching for your worth in other people and start building it within yourself. And if you're ready to live by a higher standard, comment, "I choose myself." Then like this video and subscribe to help more men discover these timeless truths and avoid years of unnecessary pain, confusion, and regret. And if you're serious about transforming your life and relationships, get the Stoic Relationship Blueprint ebook for men, linked in the comments, now also available as an audiobook, so you can absorb these life-changing lessons while walking, training, commuting, or reflecting alone. The knowledge inside this book, and the complete course I'm currently building for release in the coming weeks, is drawn from over 2,000 years of battle-tested Stoic wisdom that many people will never encounter because they're too distracted to seek it. But now it is your turn to apply these timeless principles to your life, your relationships, and your future. Before another year passes living beneath your true potential.